Hey everybody. Okay, it's kind of late, but I couldn't sleep, so I figured I'd go over the cookbooks that I was talking about in my last video. Um, the first one is the Type 2 Diabetes Cookbook, which is right here. There's actually a few things that I really like in here. The meatloaf, and I'm not a fan of meatloaf, but the meatloaf in here is really good. They have all kinds of stuff in here. They have salads and dressings, soups, desserts, beverages. So it's really good. My cat just jumped up on the table. We actually just yesterday tried this chicken broccoli casserole. Oh, sugar. You guys can see. I'll have to type up this recipe. This was really, really good. I have a touch screen computer, my cat's tail's hitting it. So that's one really good cookbook. Here's another one, 500 low carb recipes. This, I'm trying to think if I've made anything out of here. Let me look at those tabs on here. You are making this very difficult. They have stuff for French toast. I have that marked off. I don't know if I've had it yet or not. But they have like cheesecake and cookies and all kinds of stuff in here. This one, I haven't tried anything in here yet, but it's a diabetes cookbook for busy people. It's 7 ingredients or less for each item in here. And then another book that actually my dietitian gave me, not my new dietitian, but one I had a while ago. It's the Glucose Revolution, the top 100 low glycemic foods. And I use this quite a bit too. Oh my gosh, sorry about my hair. So this is a good one too. And I figured I'd just go over some of the meals that I've had in a day and what I've done. So back on Tuesday, the 27th, at breakfast time at 8:10 a.m., my blood sugar was 162 before I ate, and I had Nutrisystem pancakes, sugar-free syrup, and no yolk egg whites, which is 3 tablespoons before it's cooked. I don't think I had snacks in between, even though I should have. Lunch was tuna with a little bit of mayonnaise, and I put that on top of a salad. And I had a chicken wrap. This is actually what I talked about in the video. I have these wraps, and they're actually really healthy. I wish I could remember. I think they're called Joseph's. My goodness, Kitty. He has attachment problems today. And those are really good. But I had that. I put some mayonnaise on it that is Miracle Whip made with the olive oil and cracked pepper on top of it. And I put some lettuce in it and wrapped that up. It was so good with grilled chicken inside of it. And for dinner, we had that meatloaf that I was talking about. And my blood sugar was 137 at 5:43 p.m. And I had a small baked potato, broccoli, and asparagus. And for activity that day, I walked a half a mile after lunch, and then I did a 1.5-mile walk after supper. Let's see. I've been trying to keep track of everything. And that day I weighed 275.3. On Wednesday the 28th at 9:30 a.m. my blood sugar was 162, and I had no yolk egg white omelet with broccoli, Nutrisystem pancakes with sugar-free syrup. At 11:40 my blood sugar was 135, and I don't know what I had for a snack. I didn't write it down. For lunch at 2:16 my blood was 129, and I had leftover meatloaf with the baked potatoes and asparagus. At 3:20 p.m. I did not take my blood sugar, and I had 1/4 cup of cottage cheese. So this is Wednesday, so I had class to go to. At 6:14 p.m. my blood sugar was 115, and we had haddock. And we have a seasoning powder. It's lemon and pepper powder. So we put that on there. And I had an oven-baked potato, a salad with light Italian dressing, and sugar-free applesauce. And my activities I did that day were just running around, cleaning the house, getting ready for my phlebotomy final. So on Thursday, I weighed 270.2 pounds. And this was the first day that I really didn't feel good. I felt really sick in the morning. I ended up having to take a nap. Then I felt better in the afternoon. And it was a really yucky day out. It was snowing and raining, so we went bowling. So I just had cereal with 2% milk and half of a banana and some no yolk. And my blood sugar was 152 in the morning. At 10:22, my blood sugar was 120, so I had a fourth of a cup of cottage cheese. At lunch, my blood sugar was 130, and I had leftover meatloaf, small potato, peas, and Crystal Light decaf iced tea. At 4:30 for a snack, I had a half of an apple with a tablespoon of peanut butter. My blood sugar was 113. And for dinner, I had leftover haddock, broccoli, and a small potato at 7 p.m., and my blood sugar was 115. So yeah, for activities that day was bowling. On Friday, I weighed 269.1 pounds. And for breakfast, I had Nutrisystem Sweet O's cereal with a half of a banana and 3 tablespoons of no yolk scrambled. For a morning snack, I had a half of an apple with a tablespoon of peanut butter, and my blood sugar was 131. At lunch at 1:10, my blood sugar was 118, and I had a rotisserie chicken, potato, and some peas. And for an afternoon snack, I forgot to test my blood sugar, but I had a half of an apple and a tablespoon of peanut butter. And for supper at 7:45, my blood sugar was 126. This is the first time I had something that everybody else was having. I had one sloppy Joe, and a pita. And yeah, so activity, I did running errands, and then we went hiking up a mountain that's near our house. We only got about maybe 3/4 of the way up. The mountain that we had, you literally are climbing up rocks at one point, and we got to the top of that. It was me and Kevin's mom. You know, she's older, she's 63. I did okay with stopping every once in a while, but she was starting to get sore, so we turned around and went back. On Saturday, I weighed 265.9, and at 9:04 a.m., my blood sugar was 131. I had the Nutrisystem Sweet O's with a half a cup of milk and half of a banana. I didn't have a morning snack. And at lunch at 1:15, my blood sugar was 120. Again, leftover meatloaf, half a plate of peas, and a small baked potato. For an afternoon snack at 4:19, my blood sugar was 121. I had a piece of sharp cheddar cheese and 13 nacho chips. Yes, I counted the chips. I looked at the back at the serving amount, and that's what I had. And for supper, I had a chicken wrap with lettuce with that peppercorn mayo and broccoli. And on Sunday, I weighed 265.7. So as you can see, the weight's starting to slow down. I don't know what I had for breakfast. I didn't write it down. But my blood sugar was 134. For lunch, it was 105, and we actually went out to eat that day to a sandwich shop. And I think my sandwich was called The Doctor, and I only had half of it. For afternoon snack, at 3:55, my blood sugar was 110, and I had the nacho chips with sharp cheddar cheese. And for supper, I had the other half of my sandwich and some peas. And I can tell you today, my blood sugar did not go above 116. This morning, it was 109. I had some Nutrisystem cornflake cereal with half of a banana in it. And I think I had some no yolk as well. I didn't have a morning snack. I was running errands. But for lunch, I had some of that leftover chicken broccoli casserole. And at that time, my blood sugar was 116 before I had lunch. And for my afternoon snack, my blood sugar was 98. What did I have for a snack? I don't remember what I had for a snack. Oh, I had some peaches. And then for supper, we had fish sticks. I had 6 fish sticks, some potatoes cooked in olive oil, and peas. And right before then, my blood sugar was 106, I want to say. So yeah, that's been my diet so far, and I need to start writing this stuff down again because I haven't seen the nutritionist up here yet. So I want to keep track of everything I'm doing, make sure I'm doing everything correct. Activity today, I was running errands today, but my blood sugar was actually kind of low. Probably average for the normal person, but I decided to take a break today and not do any major activity because I've done everything every single day. So I'll go back to doing my walks tomorrow because I kind of feel bad I didn't go on my walk today. It's just become a habit and something I really enjoy. So back on it tomorrow. Tomorrow I have physical therapy for my ankle. What else is going on? I have physical therapy. We have an assessment on our house. And then tomorrow is my final for my phlebotomy course. So I haven't studied yet. I hope I pass. Honestly, I haven't studied for any of my exams yet. I've done fine. So that is what's going on. Trying to think if there's anything else I should add. Just my fingers are getting sore from testing. My husband laughs at me because I go, when I have to get ready to test, I go 1, 2, 3, quick poke, and then I guess I make a face, and then I stab myself. So weight is starting to slow down, losing it. So I think that it was water weight at first, and now it's going to slow down a little bit. But I'm going to stay active. As long as I don't gain anything, I'm happy. So I think that's it. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.